What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Real Estate Podcast, episode 246. I'm here with Griffin.
I'm here with Trav.
We're keeping the gunner seat of the Ecto 1 warm for Adam.
Man.
We
So
finally
I
watched.
watched, y'all remember the podcast we did last week whenever I was like Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
I got offline and watched the motherfucker.
That same night.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Yes.
I watched it Sunday, and if I had enough time in the day, I would.
I wanted to watch it again, but my power went out today for like 4 hours.
Fuck
Yeah.
that, dude. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's fucking terrible.
But that's really cool how, like, first of all, them bringing back what's his fucking name? Hang on.
Gozer?
Like,
Oh,
all of that
Ramos.
was cool, man. Like, the way that they did the fucking, it was the same template. You know,
Oh, yeah,
gatekeeper, keymaster, the things here, like, but what's his name, dude? Harold Ramis. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know if a lot of people notice when they watch this movie, but he's fucking dead.
Yeah, I know.
Like, he
right?
died in real life.
Yeah.
And I was like, when I was looking at it, I was like, holy shit. Because I just expected them, like, to never show him.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
But when they show him, I was like, all right, pretty good deep fake. Can definitely tell it's a deep fake
Yeah.
because of the mouth. But it was good thing that he did talk.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, that probably would have been, I'm sure they could have found somebody that sounded like him. But, you know, like, that was cool. Like, seeing them all standing there and they were, like, looking over at him.
Yeah. They apologized to him.
Yeah. Well, like, nobody really understood why he went there.
No.
Why didn't he fucking? Well, I guess he tried to tell him, right? He was like, he
Yeah.
kept talking about some fucking cave or something.
Or the fact that he was busting ghosts and saving the world every day
Yeah.
for like the past 30 years.
While everybody else was living their life.
Yeah, it's a completely thankless endeavor, dude.
Yeah. I will say that there are some like things in here. It doesn't take away from the movie. Doesn't diminish my enjoyment of it. But like they go to jail. She calls dude from jail, right?
Yeah. The
Why
teacher.
didn't she call him back? No, from jail.
Oh,
she called
you get one
fucking-
phone call. One phone call.
Yeah, but
Everybody
when they
knows
got
rules.
out of jail, she
I don't know.
called
I
him.
guess because he hung up on her. Like,
Well, yeah, because he was like, fuck you,
yeah,
gone,
I'm not
dude.
doing any of that, kid.
Fuck that guy.
You know, I knew they were gonna show
Yeah.
up.
Well, yeah, of course.
Like, once she
But-
called
but
them,
I-
it's like, all right, they'll eventually show up at some point.
Well, I mean, it was like that was a touching moment because it was like she was at the precinct, you know, someone's like, who are you gonna call? And dude, the
Yeah.
kid does the one thing everyone would have done. She called the
Yeah.
fucking Ghostbusters, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that was cool.
It was a nice little touch, man. And like, you know, it's like that. I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, when I got out of jail, because like she was still talking to him, and the cop comes in there and presses the thing on the receiver so
Yeah.
that it hangs it up. As
Well,
soon as
once
I
they got out, they were wide open.
Well, that's true.
Mom's been fucking
fucking Paul Rudd.
possessed and
Yeah,
I thought it was Paul Rudd.
he was, dude.
so
He's
good.
always great. Yeah, I even like the little fucking podcast.
What about that Walmart commercial? Huh? That was a
Dude,
goddamn Walmart commercial, dude. There's no telling how
Yeah.
much they paid to have their store put in that movie.
I mean, but
You
it was
Did you catch the blue velvet reference?
Yeah, he laughed at it.
Yeah.
He went blue velvet.
So fucking funny,
And those
man.
like those fucking movies he had those kids watching every day.
Yeah.
Like he had watching Cujo and then fucking Chucky. Like at one point it just cuts to him and you see the screen and Chucky's just stabbing the shit out of that woman.
Yeah. He's like, "What are you doing back here?" There's a movie about a dog mauling people in there. It's very entertaining.
That is like classic kind of, you know, like substitute teacher vibes, like,
Yeah.
because they didn't give a fuck.
Nah, dude.
When he
He was a
told the
good
I
mom,
adult.
he
really,
was like, "Well, they're not all that smart, so we just kind of let
I
them watch
was,
movies."
I was iffy at first, uh, but man, I'm so glad that they put the perspective of the movie's journey through the eyes of
The
these
little
kids. The
girl,
kids did a really good job. Yeah,
Yeah,
especially a little
she
girl,
did
man.
really good,
yeah, she was
Like
incredible, man.
perfect.
Yeah, she had like she even brought some of Egon's like mannerisms and like
Yeah.
ticks and you know what I mean.
Mhm.
It's just she was fucking incredible, man. I can't wait to see what that kid goes on to do. Um, she was great, and even fucking Finn Wolfhard, the greatest name in acting history. He fucking, I mean, he just plays like the typical fucking fly by the seat of your pants kid, but
Yeah.
like it fit perfectly in with what was going on, you
See,
know?
when you see the trailer, like I kind of figured he was gonna be like a big part.
Yeah, yeah,
Not like they don't really give you like it's the girl. You're
yeah,
following the girl around more so
no,
than
yeah,
others. Like,
he
but I
played
like that.
shotgun, dude.
yeah. I like that a
It was
lot.
good. Like just enough of him where it's like, yeah, he's a brother,
Yeah,
Uh,
but
And
not
I
too
mean,
much.
and so the to add to what you were saying, with you being surprised at not being around him, I was surprised the movie being what it was about.
Yeah,
yeah,
they didn't
I
give
thought
any of
that
that away.
I thought the revelations that the movie wasn't just gonna not necessarily, it was gonna obviously be respectful to Harold Ramis and Egon's character, but I wasn't expecting it to be so front and center.
No,
yeah. Well, and it's like you can definitely tell that since this was directed by his son, like he obviously loved and cared for his dad, but also at the same time, like his dad was working a lot when he was a kid. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
you could definitely tell like how everyone kind of
it was Ivan Reitman's son,
yeah,
not Harold Ramis.
or Ivan
Yeah,
yeah,
because Ivan Reitman was the one that did the ghost.
yeah,
He produced
Help,
this.
yeah.
yeah,
I mean, dude, it fits right in there with it.
it
It's like,
does.
and I
I mean,
remember listening to the
it's
podcast. The kid was like, I grew up on these sets. Like,
Yeah,
Ghostbusters was a big part of my childhood. Like, unlike most kids, like, I was on the set, when they were making it. Like,
could you imagine
no, no,
being
dude.
on the set for greatness? You know, it's like being on the set of Passion of the Christ.
I
You
mean,
know?
dude, like, Harold Ramis, man, directed fucking Groundhog Day.
Yeah,
I mean, just so many great, like, Bill Murray movies. Like,
yeah,
that was cool of them to do. Whenever he died, and it was back like 2015 or
yeah. It says he died in
14.
February 24th of 2014. Yeah,
Yes. So once that happened, it was like, oh, there'll never be another Ghostbusters movie because how?
they. I didn't think that they would be able to do it, and not like. I always thought that they tried the reboot thing, and I
That
thought that if the
that other movie?
yeah,
which
yeah,
Yeah.
which did not get referenced
No,
whatsoever in
and it
this,
won't
yeah,
be in the box
and even
set,
more
anything.
so,
Like,
narratively, it was writ like that movie it never existed,
yeah, that
and
never happened.
this, yeah.
yeah. But I thought that they would go that route again after that happened because like how like you know what I mean like
Hmm.
how when one of them's not there then how do you but they figured a
Yeah, he
way
had a good
out.
script.
They had a really
Like,
good script, really good actors. um I loved the way that it looked. Like
yeah.
it looked like an 80s film.
Hmm.
The way that it was lit and the way that it was shot and everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like that a lot, especially whenever they were like in those caves when the
Hmm.
sun was kind of coming through it. It looked like
Mhm.
Indiana Jones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't get that much, now. Not like that.
When I saw that
Oh no, it
motherfucker
was
come out and the
definitely sorry.
fucking looking like David Bowie,
Yeah,
I was like,
right.
no fucking way we're doing this. Like, But it makes sense.
Yeah, yeah,
It's I don't know, man. I mean, you can't really say anything other than like it was perfect.
It was.
I mean,
well, this is what happens when you have a film that respects its like
it's
where it came
comeuppance.
from.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There's boundaries
Uh,
here, you know?
yeah,
well, it's like legacy franchises need to like, especially people who are tasked with bringing them back into the mainstream again.
hmm
Uh, they should take note. Like this movie to me
Perfect
was how you
formula.
should do it.
yeah,
See, I could see them, and I don't know, we talked about that one night, Trav, but how they would do Back to the Future. They would have to do something like this where it just picks up so many years later, maybe a son, a grandkid, like
yeah.
Yeah,
it can be done. Because I never
Absolutely.
thought they
absolutely.
would be able to make another Ghostbusters movie that would work. Like, and what, like, I would buy the box set now.
Yeah,
I want all three of these.
yeah. So, I know Travis had talked about this before, but I didn't read any of the articles or anything. So, people were complaining that there was too much fan service, right?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Why? Like,
I I
was
I
it because
I,
of the Gozer thing and all that?
I,
Like, the
I don't know.
No, dude,
I don't. When I
it was a
saw it, I
perfect
was
amount
kind
to
of
me.
I was left scratching my head because
Well, they
it just
wanted to
didn't
hate
make.
it.
yeah,
They just wanted to hate it, right?
yeah,
I mean, I guess that's what it is
that's what it
because
feels like.
because the fan service didn't feel like it was shoved in your face. Like everything that was old that you saw on screen had a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
And one of the things because me and my wife were talking about it on the way home and how you were able like how they were able to give us something new
Yeah.
with so much old
Yeah.
yeah, right.
was very impressive by today's standards for sure.
Yeah,
I mean, they like I think we had our first high chase bus sequence,
Yeah.
yeah,
which was cool. How they had the chase muncher and everything.
Oh, dude, you were right. When they powered that motherfucker on,
It
yeah,
I
got
had the
it got the
subwoofer and everything, dude, and it went.
it got the camera work of a
It was like,
fucking car,
whoa.
man. Yeah,
It
dude. When the cyclotron started firing up, man. Yeah, this movie's sound
was
was
great.
yeah.
yeah
It just it felt so good to revisit this
It
world.
did,
I
man. Like
mean,
a simpler time too. Just
yeah. I mean, and we revisited a couple of characters towards the end of the flick, but like just being able to play in that world again and just see that, like, even if it's through the perspective of the kids,
yeah.
it was great.
And of course, Paul
well
Rudd, he's like, oh, the fucking '80s, man. The
Yeah, right.
Ghostbusters,
well
dude. They were in New York. They were
Well,
watching old YouTube videos of them.
yeah.
That's
And
clever.
dude, think about all of like most of the great timeless adventure movies that came from the era from Ghostbusters. Almost all of it dealt
Oh
with a
yeah,
group
dude.
of kids.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
And what better way to kind of get you to shake off the fucking adulthood shit for a couple of hours than to
Yeah.
do it again, man.
The effects were fucking amazing
Yeah.
too, by the
Now
way.
let's
Like,
talk about this big ass ghost trap Egon was building this whole
Yeah.
uh,
fucking movie.
you mean the mega trap? Holy fuck.
That was how cool was that? Like you kind of knew what it was,
Yeah.
but at the end when they really did the reveal, you were like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah. I mean, once they started laying it all out there, and then like the realization that like he was wanting to trap everything.
Yeah, he was gonna
Like,
catch it all when it came out.
yeah, he was wanting to catch everything.
When they let that fucking thing out, that it was like a callback to like Slimer. The
Yeah,
fat
yeah.
thing that was eating all the
Oh,
metal.
Muncher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That thing was funny,
I,
dude. When he blew that death whistle at it, and it just
yeah.
looked at him and was like, ah, you know?
Oh, dude, how intense were the moments where, even though he was meant to be the more lighthearted part, how violent his attack is.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah, I know.
when he shoots that metal, it's like getting
Yeah.
shot at with a
Like
Gatling
a
gun,
Tommy
man.
gun, dude.
Tommy gun.
Yeah.
But
And
I had such a great time watching it. I can't wait to
I
watch
did.
it again.
Yeah, legit.
Trav, did you watch it
uh,
again?
oh yeah,
Yeah. Because you saw it in the theater
yeah,
a few weeks
man.
ago. And
The just the shots, like the theater experience, man. Highlights, the two big highlights, man. As far as uh, like you would think, like the touching moments, like that all carries over well. But like the two things that were probably the coolest to see on the big screen was the stuff when they tinkered with the old school machinery, like
yeah.
when they cut the proton pack on in the
Yeah.
theater. That
Or when
was
they're
just
fucking
crazy.
with the car and she fucking does
Oh
that
when
first thing where she flips out in the gunner seat. And it was like, that was
oh
neat.
yeah, and dude, when we finally get the extended shot of the brother hauling ass through the field in it,
Yeah. Going to
Yeah.
the. Oh, yeah.
yeah,
When he was
like those.
joyriding.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know. I think probably the best part, because see, I never got to enjoy Ghostbusters in theaters.
No.
No.
I didn't get to see it in theaters.
So for me, getting to see the one last bust
Yeah.
sequence,
Yeah.
that was cool. That was fulfilling as far as Ghostbusters are concerned. And yeah, I had a great time with it. I had a great time with it again too.
Yeah.
Now, did y'all watch
Let
the
me.
credit scenes?
Oh yeah.
Sure
So
Yeah.
you
did.
saw him buy the car. And so
Yeah.
there's an animated series that's coming out.
Oh
I
shit.
don't know what it's going to be on, but it's in the works right now. Well, it says it was
Does
announced in 2018, but
does Sony have a streaming service? Is it Paramount?
I don't
No,
know.
because
They're definitely going to do something. I mean, he purchased the old firehouse, brought the
yeah,
car back. Like,
Well, it
yeah,
implied that like Ghostbusters is going to keep going.
yeah,
yeah. I like what they did with their characters and everything. Like to see,
Well, I mean,
what,
it tied everything up with a nice little bow
yeah,
and a thank you Harold letter attached to it.
yeah.
it was something
And
beautiful.
now the thing I did notice is they relied heavily on the first movie's uh, elements, because I didn't catch a whole lot of carryover from two.
I think that they came out and said that if it does, they decide to continue with it, then the sequel to this one is going to deal more with the sequel to the original.
Okay.
Yeah,
Which you almost don't want that, or at least I don't. Like they stuck the landing on a trilogy, and that's hard to do. Most popular
Like
trilogies
30
throughout
years
pop
later.
culture, yeah, most trilogies they always have that one weak film, and it's the one that you're like, fuck, I'm gonna watch it for completionist's sake, but
Yeah,
this is
this
the
is
weak
why they
moment.
never made another Ghostbusters because Bill Murray and them were like, you know,
yeah,
Yeah,
we don't want to
and
make another one just to make it.
to me, to stick the landing like they did with this one, I think cash out while you're on top,
right.
because they're gonna make a bajillion fucking dollars off that box set, man. Just because, for one, it's successful. It's got three great movies in it. It's got a ton of content. But secondly, because of how successful all three movies are now, the elimination of the reboot, that's gonna have those diehard people buying it now, and I don't know. It's just
Yeah,
it's almost, it would be I mean, they could pull off probably a good sequel, like you were saying, Griffin, like just pulling from part two and dealing with that stuff. Or perhaps, that in tandem with, some sort of new narrative they've got going on.
Yeah.
But this, I don't know. I just feel like we're fine. We're like Ghostbusters is at like a point where it should, where it should have been like this movie should have been written and done years ago.
Yeah.
But
It took the right team to come together to make it happen, man.
Well, they had to have
definitely
that other one come out and realize that that wasn't the move.
Yeah.
there was a labor of love feel to it. Like it
Yeah.
just it because like I mean all of our comments pretty much just this movie drips of Ghostbusters aesthetic
Yeah.
and just I don't know, it's just a well written story.
Yeah. Now, I agree, Trav. Like, I think this should be a one and done. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
if they decide that they want to do a follow up, they have to bring this team back in to do this. They
Oh,
have
it's
to
got to
make
be
sure.
the same guy that, yeah, Jason.
Yeah, it's got to be. That's the only way it's going to work. And at this point, that's probably the only way it's ever going to happen is if
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
if everybody
It's the
agrees
only way they're going to get Ivan Reitman's blessings.
yeah,
I mean,
right. So
I was surprised they did the deep fake because a lot of,
yeah,
you know, after people pass away, a lot of people don't like for them to do that.
but it made sense
It
though.
did
Like
because it's like he
it,
is dead. That's like,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
crazy. All them standing there like that. It was like, whoa.
yeah. That was such a
oh,
great
Hugged his
moment,
daughter and
man.
he's like, I always watched you.
Yeah,
I had a fucking
always.
SWAT board, you know?
and how the and just the like dude I lit like don't get me wrong, I was already smiling the majority of this film, but like when you're sitting there watching the final moments happen, then all of a sudden you hear, "Hey, flat top," and you're like, "Oh, here we go."
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
Did
out
you
steps
miss me?
Murray. Oh,
I
dude,
think
him
she
just
remembers.
oh, it everything down to the little moment where Gozer's like, "Are you a god?" And he goes, "Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
we are."
He looks
Not making
over and
that mistake again.
Yeah.
he looks over and he's like, "Well, you know what to say." Like he's like, "Come on now."
And I mean, just little call those very nuanced callbacks. Like even the moment too when they're looking through when Phoebe's looking through the suits, she finds the Crunch Bar wrapper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like just so many just the whole movie has those little moments, man.
yeah,
And if there was if there's any a movie to be able to coast freely on the nostalgia train for eternity, it's this one, dude.
yeah,
I mean,
I can't believe people were like, it was too good.
yeah.
Like,
Right.
what?
that's you're right. That's it.
It was too good? Huh.
Yeah,
it took itself too seriously. It's like, no,
Did it though? He
it,
was
it
fighting little marshmallow dudes in fucking
yeah,
yeah,
Walmart. Dude, when they got in the car, I was like, that car is chalked.
yeah. When he opened the
and
fucking trap, he did it on the hood of his own fucking car. I
Yeah.
was like,
It blew all the windows out, and he was like, we need to leave.
yeah,
Y'all
yeah.
go that way, I'm going to go this way. He's like, no way. Is that a replica? Replica of
Of
what?
what? You know?
And it was like, what
yeah,
the
like
fuck's the internet? He's like, the Ghostbusters were fucking,
he was a good sort. It was a good way to do the exposition through him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And who better? Like his excitement and
Yeah.
fucking charisma, you know?
Oh man, whenever like I realized, I was like, oh, so we're gonna turn them into the dogs. Like I was
Oh,
like,
that
this
was
is fucking
awesome.
awesome. Like,
Yeah,
cause you have to
yeah,
have that to. They got a mate, then they show up. How he had that trap built? That's what was causing the earthquakes.
yeah,
Yo,
and it was like, this is badass.
It was the earthquakes was him busting that shit back down into wherever the fuck it came from, man.
Back to
It
fucking
had all those
hell.
proton packs like aimed at that well.
Yeah.
Like I just thought that was so fucking cool. And when it cut to, I just remember sitting there thinking, I was like, dude, he never stopped busting ghosts, man.
No.
Like that, I just thought that was one of the coolest moments too, man.
Fucking Dan Aykroyd had like, what was it, like a tattoo shop or something? The fuck
No,
was
that
he
was
doing? Antique
that was
shop?
that was his mystical or mysticism shop that he had.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
was
like
like,
selling like Ouija boards and
yeah, fucking
shrunken heads.
Satan. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
Souvenirs,
pretty much like
novelties.
Ripley's Believe It or Not store.
yeah. It was. I fucking laughed my ass off when they show up and he reads them the fucking rights.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was just like, this is fucking perfect, man. Oh, and then whenever the girl like has the pack on and she's fucking trying to stop that bitch, and then you see what the first time that they show the ghost, man, it's like it's so overwhelming. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, yeah. You see the ghost come in to help stabilize the gun for her,
Yeah.
and
And
you're
then
like, dude. From there, it's just like, man,
yeah,
just be happy. You know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
When she
And like
started
whenever
playing chess with him,
yeah,
and it's like,
yeah.
we're not gonna like question this. We're just
No,
gonna,
it's cool.
yeah.
Everything's fine.
She's like, I think I met my granddad last night.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did he look like? A lamp.
Yeah.
That was neat the way he was able to, like, it wasn't cheesy at all.
No,
The way they
dude.
did it, like,
Yeah.
no, man. And like what you could consider camp, you're like, no, dude, that's the charm of
yeah,
Ghostbusters, man. And all that little shit, like just as like stuff that would be the equivalent of the campiness of the first movie when Egon powers the proton pack on and then they're in the elevator, but he still backs the fuck away like it's gonna do anything.
Mhm.
Like that, like little shit like that, man.
It was fucking
Man,
awesome.
it was. I can't wait to watch it again. I'm excited. Now I want to sit down and watch the trilogy from beginning to end.
Yeah,
Like it's been too long. I've got Ghostbusters 1 and 2 on Blu-ray. I bought the 2-pack back in the day.
Yeah.
Um I just want to sit back and watch them all
You
and
know,
just
I've always been envious of people that buy these, really, really nice, really expensive editions of films and stuff. And I honestly think that like this finally might be the one that breaks the mold for me.
oh,
Like
I'm getting that one.
I think I
Yeah,
might go out of my way and buy that set. Like
yeah,
it just like I want to see the preview cut of the film.
yeah,
Like regardless of whether or not anything's changed or different, just knowing that there's some early cut of Ghostbusters that never saw the light of day.
yeah. I can't wait. I mean, it's got to get fucking 3 stars, right? Like, there's no point in debating it, right?
yeah.
No, man, it was a great movie, dude. I'm glad I'm glad this was the one that brought me out of my theater hiatus.
Yeah. And it's crazy that like this, like Ghostbusters comes out, and then Spider-Man comes out, and it's like the holidays were just a full frontal assault of nostalgia.
Yeah.
You know
The
what I mean? Like,
Matrix.
yeah, the
Like,
Matrix, like they targeted the fucking
Us,
well, it's
yeah,
like that's what
exactly.
everybody's wanting
like
to go back to, man. Like better
Yeah,
times.
yeah. No pandy
'Cause everything's shit now.
where you can do blow in the bathroom.
Yeah. People used to
or
do blow in
maybe
the bathroom.
or maybe it's something simpler than that, guys. Maybe it's just I don't know, release good scripts and make them into films
Yeah,
and stop shooting down
We're trying to
film
change
ideas
everything.
for the
Yeah, like
sake of I mean,
everything's got to
I
be
think
changed.
and there's room for every story and every message. That's like the medium of art and like just all of the different mediums of art from films to comics
Yeah,
to
everybody can eat.
books, music. Yeah, there's enough room at the table for everybody, and you don't have to put on cosplay to do it.
Yeah, exactly. I
And
mean, I think the
the
perfect example of that is like, look at what they're doing with Boba Fett.
Oh man.
I
Now,
mean,
I
we'll
only
get into
watched
that
2
here in a minute.
episodes.
Yeah, me
That's
too.
what I watched, right? I didn't know if there was another one or not, but I watched the 2.
yeah, same.
He that whole training thing, man. So the Tuscan Raiders sound like donkeys, right?
Yeah, but but like you were saying, Trav, though, I mean, it's like, even kind of with the Mandalorian a little bit, even though like it's not pulling any, it's pulling the world back, but it's not pulling any known characters until later, of course, in the second season and everything. But like, you know, whenever they announce like the Boba Fett series or something like that, I'm like, how is this gonna like I've never been the biggest Boba Fett fan.
I always liked his
I,
costume. That's
yeah,
Well,
that's about
here's
it.
something. Well, something I thought about when I watched the episode, and then when I started digging online, I was like, okay, I'm not the only one. We have yet another story on fucking Tatooine.
yeah. And that's
Um,
where the fucking Obi-Wan is gonna be set
yeah.
as well, you know?
Well, like I liked how they obviously they gave us our little our Sarlacc pit moment at the beginning where he rip and tear he took like that's the answer. He rip and tore his way the fuck out of there.
Yeah, well, when
Yeah.
he was tripping, when he was like, "You don't know nothing about the toad, Boba Fett," you know,
well,
when they put him
well,
on that toad,
well, well,
he's like, "I think I swallowed it." I'm like, "No, dude, that went in your nose."
well, here's something. Well, something that I noticed, and something I also noticed people were talking about was how okay, so he gets out of the Starlight Pit. This is still the like Return of the Jedi has just like happened.
Yeah.
He gets out of the pit and he meets the Tusken Raiders, and suddenly he's helping them out. He's showing them he's
Yeah,
the best one of the group and all of that.
he's pretty much a
And
slave.
he's not this fearsome badass that he was the couple of times we saw him.
No,
Yeah.
Like to the point where Vader had to specifically tell him don't disintegrate anyone.
Yeah.
So I mean that implications could be made, but I'm thinking, and it was something I was like, well, a lot of people probably failed to put this together too. Every time he's in that healing pod, dude, he's thinking about that Sarlacc pit.
yeah,
Like
Yeah.
that fucked him
that's his
up.
demon.
Yeah.
Like, what? Yeah, he was only down there briefly, but he's in a Sarlacc pit. He's like he's gonna be digested slowly for 1,000 years. Who knows the extent of the damage of the way that the fucking Sarlacc was like slowly digesting him? It's like
Yeah.
acid, I guess. I don't know.
So
Yeah.
when they're putting him in that, like, recovery chamber thing, like, that's in the future.
Yeah.
And he's flashing
Uh,
back to all this stuff, like when he got his stick and became fucking one with the Tuscan Raiders,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the one guy was like, "We just thought they were like uncivilized," and he's like, "Well, how about this? Is this civil enough for you?" Like when he came out,
Well,
was talking to the
yeah.
alien
Well,
on the train.
the way I've taken the Tuscan narrative is they've been highlighting just how much nobody gave a fuck about him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they just kind of
Like
wrote
they
them
just
off
got
like
just
Indians or something. Like they were.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
It's just
really,
the Aborigines. Like fuck them.
they're
You know.
the motherfuckers. They're the motherfuckers from Dune, dude.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
they're drinking their own piss and fucking
Yeah.
busting spice, dude.
He asked him. He
But
said, he didn't call it spice. What did he call? What did he call it?
No, he called it
Did he?
spice. He
He's
said,
like,
"Do you
"What's it
have the?"
look like?" He went like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's
that
the
was the
fucking
same shit he
spice.
blew in his face, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
also the same shit. Solo was smuggling in the
That's right.
Kessel Run.
So in here, he was like, "From now on, anything you get out of these mines here in this area, like you have to give them a cut.
Yeah,
This
like
is
you
their
paying
land.
tribute.
Yeah.
They let you do it." Tribute.
Tribute.
I mean, I will say there is a jarring, uh, like character change to Boba because think about how Ruth like
Well, you're
when
just
we
getting to
see
see
Boba Fett.
more. Like,
Well, when you see him the very first time, he just mercilessly beats the shit out of these guys. That's after Mando and Grogu. Then he gets his suit back, comes back to the battlefield, and then kills everyone and wipes out like 3 fucking ships.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then now he's like, I'm a man of the people.
It was cool to see him do his, like, get his comeuppance.
Yeah.
You know, they trained him to fight and, you know,
Oh, and
kind
he
of
finally got
teach
to
him
make his stick.
like, this is the way of the Tuscan. You know, that stick was
Then
he
cool,
has-
though. His stick was cooler than everybody else's.
Yeah.
I'm over here
So
like,
did
you
he
don't want to
pull-
make it that short.
So did he pull that stick out of that fucking trip state?
He just
Yeah.
came out of the desert. We looked like driftwood. And I'm like, there's no water here.
He said, "Let me see your
Which
branch."
I thought it was fucking crazy when he's tripping like the sand was water, you know?
Dude, whenever he went into that, like, where he saw those bikers,
Yeah.
whenever he walks in there and he, like, sizes them up like he's getting ready to fight them, did y'all see that look on his face?
Yeah.
Did y'all notice? I was just like, why does he look like that? Like, the way he was looking at him, I was like, why is, I'll have to go back and get a still from it, but he just made the goofiest face, and then he just kicked everybody's ass in there and took their fucking. He brings the
their
bikes back, and they're like trying to take them apart, and he's like, no,
He's like, they're mine.
let me show you how to ride them.
When he rolls up in the pleasure palace, I'm gonna call it. They're like, hey, let's take your helmets and all that shit, and then they come back and they're filled with money.
Yeah.
The
And
first of all, needed some sunscreen because that
dude, I was
motherfucker was chapped, huh?
I was thinking
He was
the
drying
same
my
thing.
lips out with that shit. Like, I was over there like, damn, dude,
I
you need
think
to
that's
get
why
some
my
cocoa
lips are
butter or
chapped
something.
now.
Like,
I mean, he could have been Vader.
he looked like the motherfucker from Sun.
Yeah, he
You know?
did. Dude. Yeah,
He'd been
from
staring at it
fucking-
too long. Like,
Yeah,
then they finally wrapped him. It's like, goddamn,
yeah. It took him like, dude.
he earned their respect.
Oh,
Like, no
for
one,
sure,
no,
yeah.
like, just he's a human. No, it ever treated him
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah,
Them sitting around drinking those fucking. It looks like a
Those fu-
gourd. I mean,
yeah. Those
a
nuts.
water gourd. I don't know. Every
Those
time you
beach
see him, like
nuts?
right at the end, he's just sitting there sipping on one.
We
Yeah,
finally know what to do with Deku nuts from
Yeah,
Deku
yeah.
trees.
yeah.
So they're out there digging in the sand and finding those. Where'd those come from? Like, what leaves
They're
that
like-
behind?
The
Well, I
back.
mean, well, if you remember, and I think I want to say it got said in there in the episode, but at one point the planet did have water,
Mm-hmm.
and they're the big like vast desert areas is just just the wasteland of the ocean.
Yeah.
I'd be worried about getting dysentery from busting open one of those water nuts. Like, water been sitting in there a while, some stale water.
Yeah.
Like,
What's up with this water nut over here? Oh,
so the first
It's good.
episode, I was like, okay. But then by the end of that second one, I was like, all right, I'm in.
yeah. I was. Yeah,
had me.
same. I enjoyed the shit out of it, man.
Yeah.
Deku nuts.
Like, how old is he? That's what makes me wonder about this chamber they keep putting him in. The little hydroponic Boba Fett system.
Well, he was what?
He's got to be pretty
12.
old to
He
be
was what,
like having
12
to
or-
get in that thing.
12 or 13, I would say, in the Clone Wars movie. That's when Django dies. And then this happens. I mean, how old would you say Luke?
How
Luke
old was he
was-
when he showed up to get Grogu?
No, whenever he was in A New Hope. Because, like, we could kind of base that off of.
Well, I've looked up.
Why does he have
Let's
to keep
see.
getting in that thing? Is that like, does he have a condition where he's going to have to keep doing that?
I think it
Like,
had
is
something
something
to do with
wrong with
like,
him?
I think it was a
So
select.
during the events of Mandalorian season 2, Boba
Mhm.
Fett's 41 or 42.
Okay. I mean, he looks older than that.
He looks like he's about 60, but
Because because
because the actor is about
Man
60, right?
Man
Like,
Mandalorian season 1 takes place. So the Mando universe that we'll collectively call all this shit takes place 9 years after the Battle of Yavin, where Luke fought in the throne room and they destroyed the fucking
Yeah.
Death Star.
so he's not like super old.
So
No.
we're saying, yeah, so he's in his 40s. But Tamira Morrison is 61 though.
I mean, he's pulling it off though.
And he's the OG Boba Fett. I didn't know this. Morrison first took on the bounty hunter character for The Empire Strikes Back when his voice alone was credited.
Shit.
Yeah, I
That's
knew it was the
awesome.
original guy. That's cool. They like, let him come back and
Yeah.
because like Boba Fett's always been a big character, but he really didn't get a lot of screen time.
No. And now it's that time,
Yeah, but yeah, man, I like it.
I enjoyed it a lot.
Interested to see where it's going.
Yeah. What about this Dexter finale?
Well, I mean, like a little bit of everything we were talking about in the last episode kind of happened. Like
Yeah.
he did end up killing him.
You know them shitty peanut butter and jelly sandwiches you get in lunch at school? Not really peanut butter, not really jelly,
Where it's like mixed together.
where it just sucks.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, sorry. I
Well, once
I
he
don't
told
know.
Harrison everything, there was no parting ways. Like he wasn't
No.
gonna do that. I was like, all right, are
Well,
we gonna have to kill Harrison? And he was like, go ahead, just kill me. Now my uncle texted me the other night. He was like, Dexter gave him that gun. What if it had blanks in it? What if he just faked his death again? Because the
I
the show
mean,
writer said if they want more, I'll drop everything I'm doing and continue to make this show. Which we
yeah.
talked about that too. It's season 1 New Blood, and it's like if they did that, there'd
Uh,
have to be some big time jump. Dexter would probably be his voice
I mean, we
ghost.
watched we watched that motherfucker bleed out.
He did bleed,
yeah. Well, I
but then
mean,
it ended.
Well, first off, why did he kill the cop? If he just sat in the
Oh, he's
cell,
like, where'd you
his
get Coach's
plan was
phone?
gonna work.
Yeah, once he killed that cop, I was like, Harrison's not gonna like that at
no.
all.
Uh, and I thought that was stupid.
He did panic. He was panicking.
Yeah.
Well, like, they make Dexter not be Dexter the last 10 minutes of the episode. Like, suddenly he has the serial killer god complex where he's telling Harrison, the world needs us. Like, he unravels pretty much. And for a brief moment, I thought they was going to redeem it back because I thought it would have been badass if while Harrison was aiming at Dexter, Dexter goes, "I've never felt love," and that's just all you fucking hear. Like he was like, "No, dude, I've never felt a single fucking emotion this whole show, dude. Like, it was all bullshit. Like, I like to kill. Like, give us this. Like, let the inner monologue. Like, let him break down. That's like, give us his." I'm simply not there speech from American Psycho.
Mm.
But then it was like, I've never felt love until now. And we even got the good old shot in the chest. You did good, son.
All that shooting training we did 2 episodes ago paid off. Is that
I think
Coach's
I,
blood?
I
I
think
need
I'm
Coach's
angriest
phone.
because all the episodes, all the episodes this season were good.
Yeah.
Like, dude, they even honey dicked us thinking we were gonna get this epic standoff between Batista and
Oh
fucking
goddamn! I
Dexter.
was like,
How
that's when
badass
he
would that
fucking
have
panicked,
been?
dude. When she was
Yeah.
like, Angel Batista's on the way, he was like, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, right.
That's when he was like, uh-oh,
Yeah.
I'm fucking in trouble. Like
And
everything just went out the window then. Like he was like,
Well,
I
it was
gotta get out of
fight or
here.
flight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he couldn't fly. He had to fight to fly. You
But we
know?
had
and
talked
this
about it, man, for all these
and
episodes. We had
realizing,
talked about him. He's like, he might kill him at the end. He have to. Like they make you think that that's not gonna happen, and then they do it.
I mean, I'm okay that he dies, like that, like we were saying, like that was one of the options that we were like, that's the only way it could end. But I just felt like the way they did it was fucking stupid, man. Like Harrison could have killed him a million other ways, and it'd have been better than just, oh, you killed my coach.
Yeah. Why you have Coach's phone?
The same coach I've
I'll
known the
explain it
same amount of
later.
time I've known you.
They were gonna send me to prison.
Yeah, right. I don't know. It was all right, man. I mean, I didn't. Whenever it went off, I wasn't like, I wasn't upset or anything. I was just like, well, that's that.
Well, we got one shit inning 10 years ago just to get another one. And
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I guess I was just angry that happened because the season was so good. And normally a show starts showing signs of like, slowing down and starting to go off the rails fucking a little sooner than this. And they were like, "Nah, we're gonna keep them at the very end, and then we're just gonna, we don't know how to end this."
Well, what they should have done was they should have had everything the same. In my opinion, like I didn't mind it, but anyway, they should have done it all the way up until the end, and like it should have cut to black, and you hear the gunshot. You know what I mean?
Or they
Yeah.
should have just saw how well all the seasons were streaming and getting rated, saw how this episode was going to end, and go, you know what, yank. Tune in next season while we figure out how to fucking fix this.
I mean, they could easily fix it. I don't think that would be. I mean, like,
Because I
how
didn't
drunk?
give because honestly I didn't give a fuck about Harrison this whole show. Like he was annoying. He was like Dexter's Carl the whole fucking like season really. Like every time Dexter would get really close to being like, "All right, I'm getting my shit together," he'd be like, "But like I don't trust people because fucking Hannah." Like
I mean, we'll see what they do. You
Well, we
know?
did talk about it before too. Like you get a lot of these shows and movies like this where actors agree to come back, and it's like, I'll come back if you end it.
Yeah.
You know, that could have been his thing where he's like, I don't want to do no more. I'll do
Yeah.
one
One and
more.
done.
You know,
Yeah.
like Han Solo or um, James Bond. Like
Yeah.
that's just the thing now where it's like we're just killing the motherfuckers off. So,
Yeah.
but if he did show it, I don't even know if they'll continue. I mean, I don't know if Harrison can carry a show without
Well, I mean,
Dexter. So he'd have to
if
like be his force ghost,
well,
right? I mean,
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like,
yeah,
if Dexter's really dead, then if they bring him back, then he's gonna be the ghost, of course. Why
there
not?
need to
Like,
be some kind of time jump.
and and the
yeah.
whole
And how fucked up is he gonna be now? He killed his own dad.
and
Yeah.
the letter had no connection to what he just did.
I mean, that's. I mean, they read that letter at the end of the last season or series ending, right?
Yeah, that was an old letter that he sent to
So
them when he had moved on.
yeah.
And well, I guess they just needed to fill the gap because they were totally ripping off 6 Feet Under's final shot too. Like it's just driving and talking. And I just, it could have been so much better, man.
Yeah, I mean they could have like, yeah, of course, but I don't know. I mean, I think with what they were working with and like I think it was okay. I think that the implications are there if they wanted to continue it to where it could be like it could be more meaningful because like okay, what if Dexter does survive somehow? Like she checks his pulse. She gives money Harrison the money to leave town, tells him to leave town and all this stuff. Like there
Why?
could
You
easily
know?
yeah, there could easily be a scene where like we don't see it, but they could go back and film it where he's in the jail cell where he tells her like, "Go here, check this out. Like I'll tell you everything that you need to know and you'll know when." Or something like, like they could easily do something like that where it like, I don't know. Or maybe she knew the whole time. You know what I mean? Or maybe like there's a thousand things that they could pull. I mean, it I don't know. Who knows? They could make it better depending on what they decide to do. If they end it here, then it is what it is. It's like I don't feel I don't feel any worse than I felt at the end of the first
Well,
Dexter
he
series.
was either going to go to jail or die.
Yeah.
Well, well, I mean, the only way I could wrap my head around like being like, okay, the shit happened the way it did would be if really the totality of Dexter's story from season one to now, all of the softening moments of Dexter, is just a case of this being a segment in a serial killer's life where he just slowly descends into madness. And we just don't really get to see it other than occasionally if we notice his actions because he is such a perceptive character.
Yeah.
Like most serial killers are depicted in shows and shit. And that could logically hold, but it's still so much mental gymnastics to get over the fact that like the writing was on point the whole season. And for most of the episode it was too. Because for brief moments I was like, that's gonna be badass. He's gonna talk his way right out of this police precinct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that would have been fucking awesome. But
Yeah.
no, they didn't do that.
Well, I thought
Um
once she went and saw the dead girls fucking museum, it's like, why are you so gung ho to he kills bad people?
Yeah.
Like
But she don't know that.
she
well, like
did
yeah,
though.
I mean,
The
yeah, because
podcast told her.
yeah,
The podcast was like
Oh,
he was killing people
that's
that slipped through
true.
the cracks,
and
but he
and you
did,
know,
however, kill fucking the captain. He killed other cops. Like anyone
yeah,
that would that
he
could
if
jeopardize him of being caught.
if it
The code went
violated
out the
code number
window
one,
and
yeah,
they were dead.
that was the loophole
And I
to the
think
code
that's
is
where she
that
was like, like, cause like,
now
let's be
now
real, he would have killed her if he had to.
oh
Yeah.
for sure, and you know we could have had a Marcellus Wallace moment where she shows up and he's like, so what do we do? And she's like, we, they ain't no fucking we,
Yeah,
like
get the
you know
fuck out of
like
here.
don't come back to our lake, Dexter Morgan, clack clack, like but I mean I don't know. It was it was what it was. I enjoyed the journey. I
Yeah,
can't say I didn't, but I hated the destination.
it did suck to watch him die. I was just like, damn.
Well, it just sucked to watch him die based on really stupid fucking decisions
It
on a
spooked him.
character
Whenever
that
she was like, Angel Batista's coming, he was like, I'm fucking killing everybody. To get the fuck out of here. He just
Yeah.
did not want to face him, did he?
No.
yeah I feel like that was stemmed more out of like his own shame of what
Mm-hmm.
happened as opposed to
What he did.
oh I'm gonna get caught and go to jail. Like I don't think it was just that stirred him. It was all the implications of having to confront him and
Yeah.
you know basically having to have the Deb talk with Batista.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dexter doesn't like when he's not in control of the situation.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
And yeah, and he wouldn't have a fucking leg to stand on
No.
in front of him.
I mean, he killed his old lady.
Yeah. The
And then
bad
Harrison, like that, it finally came up there, like it was your fault. My mom's dead.
Yeah.
Like the reason the Trinity killer killed her is because of you.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. I have a feeling that they probably won't do anymore, but I've been wrong before, so we'll see. You want to talk about some movie news real quick?
Yeah.
So Trav dropped this in here. Spider-Man 8 movie collection bundles No Way Home with Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield's movies. New collection bundles, all 8 live-action Spider-Man movies when Spider-Man No Way Home is yours to watch at home on digital HD. The Spider-Man trilogy starring Tobey Maguire, Amazing Spider-Man double feature starring Andrew Garfield, and the Homecoming trilogy starring Tom Holland are available to own together for the first time in the Spider-Man 8 movie collection, now up for pre-order on digital movie retailers. Um, it's the bundle's only $60, but it's
Not
digital, right?
physical. Yeah. Because when I
It
saw
would
that
be.
price, I was like, all 8 movies, and it's like digital. And it's like, oh,
Do you think that they'll do end up? Well, I mean, it's two different studios,
I
but do you
think
think
that's
that they would?
why.
Yeah, if they release that as a physical product, oh
That'd be
my
awesome.
god, yeah, for sure.
Hmm.
But that's awesome that they're bundling all of them together like that, man, so that you
Well,
can sit down and just follow it.
well, I mean, the main reason I wanted to share it too is because even though it's a digital bundle, it shows you that all the companies are willing to work together
Oh, yeah.
to at least do this. I feel like it's a step in the right direction of getting a badass Spider-Man collection, like like an actual artifact.
Yeah, artifact, baby.
It would
Um, I,
it would be cool if it came in the Doctor Strange spell box.
oh my god, it comes in that cube.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude, that would be pretty fucking nutty. It'd be cool if they found a way to combine like an element from all three of the films into one piece,
the
But
Spider-Man with great power pack.
yeah, if they called it the Great Power Pack, dude, I would definitely buy that just off the name alone.
Dude, it better have straps and I can wear it like a pack. Like,
What you wearing there, buddy? The Great
I don't
Power.
know, man. You want to watch some movies?
Yeah, have you seen Spider Man? Which one? All of them. Let's sit
Yeah.
out.
We're watching all 8.
The guy's
Yeah,
like, no, I like Venom, and you're like, I gotta
yeah,
go.
yeah. It's like
My
good luck
food,
with that.
I think my food's ready for me to go pick it up. Like,
James Gunn does not want to be the DCEU's Kevin Feige.
and shouldn't be.
Says here, responding to a comment on Twitter, Gunn answered the question asked whether he would take on a more significant creative role in the DCEU, but the response did not suggest he would be considering it anytime soon. Gunn said, "Thanks for the compliment, but I would never want to Walt or Kevin. I would never want Walt or Kevin's job." So basically, he's like, I mean, they're going to bring him back for a Suicide Squad sequel, right? Like they've already confirmed that, I'm pretty sure. So I don't blame him. I mean, look at the state of the DCEU. Like he made one good movie. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I
So
mean, and from his actual films, the guy's a hell of a storyteller, and not being in a position to be able to tell those stories to the best of his ability, and instead
yeah,
have to rely on other people to tell them for him. I don't think that's necessarily something a creator really would want to have.
no, not at all. They'll find their guy. Give them 20 years, but they'll find him. Next up, Killers of the Flower Moon. Cast, plot, and release date of Scorsese's new movie. Um, it will The film will capture a forgotten moment of history with an all-star cast and a $200 million budget. It's a Western crime drama finished filming in late 2021. This means that the movie is the closest it's been to being released ever since the rights were bought way back in 2016. It's based on a nonfiction book of the same name that wasn't even published until a year after those rights were purchased. So there's been a high demand for the movie, and its release this year is greatly anticipated. Says here that there's a large list of cast members so far, though the production companies continued casting new actors well into the middle of filming, so there's a chance there are still a few we don't know about. What we do know, however, is that there are four main actors leading the story: Leonardo DiCaprio, Jesse Plemons, Lily Gladstone, and Robert De Niro. Other cast members joining these stars include Michael Abbott Jr., Gary Basarba, William Blue, Louis uh, Calsamy, I don't know, Tonto Cardinal, Janae Collins, Barry Corbin, Jillian Dion, Steve Easton, Brendan Fraser, Pat Healy, Jason Isbell, uh, Tantka Means, Kara Jade Myers, John Lithgow, Scott
Damn.
Shepard, and singer Sturgill Simpson. Says since Flower Killers of the Flower Moon is based on a nonfiction book, it's certain the two share a similar plot derived from a very true but often forgotten piece of American history. In the early 1920s, vast oil deposits were discovered beneath the Asagi, is that right? Asagi people's land, and otherwise infertile and desolate area they were actually forced to migrate to after white Americans pushed them off their original land. Courts awarded the Asagi people the right to the profits made from the oil on their land, and they made so much oil money that the government began appointing white guardians to help them spend it. As members of the profitable oil community began to lose money to the Asagi tribe, a murderous conspiracy developed which ignored the facts that the indigenous Americans were legal owners of the land and also its profits. Entire communities developed a scheme to kill and rob the newly wealthy Asagi people. That's crazy. It says that it's set to come out possibly. Says it finished filming in October of 2021. It's more likely this movie will be out later in the year during award season as editing wraps up and the finishing touches are added. Though the film is largely produced by Paramount Pictures, it won't be available to watch on Paramount Plus. Instead, it will be released in theaters as well as be available on to stream on Apple TV Plus after Apple TV joined as co-producer to fund the film.
Yeah, I think that was like the birth of the FBI in that book. Like,
Really?
yeah,
Okay. It's a pretty good cast though. Scorsese's coming back out with some.
Scorsese.
So we'll see what happens with it, man. I'm interested to check that out.
That picture of Leo there, that's like Shutter Island Leo.
I know, right?
What I thought the picture was when I saw it, I was like, I don't remember that in Shutter Island.
He's like, I'm tripping right now.
Know nothing about the toad.
He said, I think I swallowed it. Bill Murray says he's playing a bad guy in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Last year's small mention of Bill Murray photo double being part of Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania set the Marvel rumor mill rolling as to whether the Ghostbusters legend did actually have a role in the movie, and it didn't take long for the actor himself to let slip that he had been signed up to appear in 2023's third solo outing for Scott Lang. Murray has now probably put himself on Kevin Feige's volatile list after revealing in a new interview with the Eli Manning show. Eli Manning has a show? What?
Isn't
That he
that
will
a
be playing
football
a
player?
bad guy. Yeah, yeah. Peyton Manning's brother?
Okay.
Yeah, that he will be playing a bad guy in the movie, stoking a whole new conversation about who exactly the character could be. So It says here the role required someone to resemble an actor as closely as possible in height, build, hair color, and complexion. They often need to look like they could be the actor's twin. A photo double can be used. Oh, well, that's just telling you what a photo double is. Jonathan Majors' role as King the Conqueror means a secondary villain role for Bill Murray. Says it's been known for some time that King the Conqueror will not only be the main antagonist of Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, with Jonathan Majors bringing the villain to life in his full glory in the movie after making his first appearance in the finale of Loki as He Who Remains. With King being described as one of the big bads of the Marvel Universe, it is unlikely that Murray's role would be bigger than Kang, but considering Marvel is deep into the multiverse and we have already seen one version of Kang, it could be that Murray is playing an older version of the main villain. While all of this remains speculation until there is any official confirmation by Marvel themselves, simply having Murray's name attached to the movie is a massive coup for the studio. Despite being a solid fan favorite, Murray has been known to be notorious when it comes to choosing which movies he appears in. Um, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania will not come out until July the 28th of 2023.
Damn.
Yeah. He's going to be playing a bad guy. Or he could just be saying that.
Yeah.
You know what
They
I mean?
don't have
Like,
his
he's like,
name, of course, on the IMDb. They're not saying who he's playing, but
yeah,
he could be another version of Kang the Conqueror, dude. There's,
that'd be kind of cool.
man.
Yeah. He's on Eli Manning's show. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Must be
he could just be
because he
fuck-
doesn't do a lot of shows.
a podcast, maybe? I don't know.
It's oh yeah, here's the thing. Bill Murray and Eli Manning have a day in Brooklyn together 2 weeks
Oh,
ago.
I'm sorry,
Fortnite.
Bill Murray.
Yeah, he's got a show called Monday Night Football with Peyton and Eli.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah, whatever. Good for them, you know?
Gonna be cool to get him in Marvel.
Yeah, I know, right? And maybe he could be. What if he's playing the Beyonder?
Oh.
What do you think, Trav?
Like who he could be. I don't know, man.
I mean, I don't know, dude.
That's kind of out of his, comfort zone. Like
Yeah. Well, it's
doing
got
a
to be
Marvel
somebody.
movie. Like,
Yeah. He's got to be playing it. Like, they've got to have wanted to cast him for the strengths that he would bring to the role, which
yeah,
would be quick wit.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Now
So,
it would now it would be interesting if he was maybe like the next threat to Pym Industries.
I was kind of thinking that too, where
Rich
he's
He's
like
gonna
guy.
be
an
more
outsider.
like a suit and tie guy, maybe trying to help, basically trying to do what those other people have been trying to do in the past couple films, and that's get access to Pym technology.
Yeah, yeah.
You can sell it to the military.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. Now, hear me out here. This is going to sound crazy, but hear me out. What if he plays fucking um oh fuck, what's his name from fucking Iron Man 2 from the way back?
The way
Sam
back.
Rockwell. Yeah,
Oh
okay.
yeah,
So Sam Rockwell was kind of like a pseudo bad guy in
yeah.
Iron Man 2, right?
Like he's
And
another person from AIM.
well, it was like Hammer Industries, right? Wasn't
Yeah.
that what if
Well, wait, never mind. Sam Rockwell was Hammer. What's his name? Pierce. Guy Pierce was from AIM.
yeah, yeah. So what if he's playing fucking Sam Rockwell's dad? You know, they locked Sam Rockwell up in that Iron Man movie, but he's playing like his dad. He's stepping in to kind of
Yeah.
do the thing,
Because
and
it
try.
would be a bad guy. I mean,
Yeah,
I just don't
technically, yeah.
picture Bill Murray like wearing a costume. I don't
No.
think that's
Well,
gonna
if
happen.
that's being said, and I know this is left field, but considering we're rolling off the high of Spider-Man, what if he's our MCU's version of Norman Osborn
That would
that
be
just never
fucking
became Goblin?
Oh, that would be crazy. That
Yeah.
would be super interesting, man. That would be really
I don't
interesting.
know. That would end up being a too long term of a role because you can't just bring. You could, but you shouldn't yet.
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah.
I
I don't
picture
know.
him doing something that's not gonna stretch out for like 10
Yeah,
movies.
Yeah.
because it would be cool to see him as like I said, like a version of Norman that never became Green Goblin, but he was still an asshole businessman
Yeah.
that ran Oscorp and everything.
Well, the only reason that I was bringing that stuff connected to Iron Man 2 up was because there's been some rumors going around lately that Sam Rockwell may be back in that Armored Wars series, that
Mhm.
War Machine series, you know?
Isn't that
Um,
gonna be Don Cheadle's show?
yeah, yeah. So if he's going to be coming back in that and kind of being the bad guy or whatever, like what's Hammer Industries been doing since? And like if they're combining Iron Man technology with PIM technology, like that could be great. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
but
Well,
you know,
what if we get like some sort of early seed being planted that maybe Hammer and some of that Stark tech or whatever, we see stuff that's might lay the groundwork for like I don't know, maybe you see them building some new drones now, but like on the table you see like the blueprints for the Sentinel program.
oh, that would be pretty fucking nutty, dude.
I just
He could,
imagine
Because
Paul Rudd when they were making Ghostbusters. He was like, "Hey, Bill, quick question. We're doing this little Ant-Man movie, and
he's like, what the
yeah,
fuck is an Ant Man?
yeah, he's like, oh, it would be really cool. It would really help the movie. If we could like get you in it,
yeah. And he's
because
like,
they
"I'll
just
sure
did
I'll
that
do it."
movie together. So
He's
Yeah,
he's like he's like, what's the movie called? Quantum Mania? Yeah, I'm in. Ain't
yeah, how
nobody
much
gonna
yeah,
does it
watch
pay?
that shit. Like,
Evangeline Lilly, huh?
yeah,
Uh, Big Lost fan.
yeah. Right.
Freckles. But
We'll see what
that's
happens with it, though, man.
2023.
Yeah, it's a
You know,
fucking minute, man. Next up here, there's an official Godzilla Twitter account that posted a mysterious countdown. Whenever you pull the picture up, it's got like a clock. Instead of it being a 12-hour clock, it's a motherfucking 24-hour clock. Um, and that's all it is a picture of like emoji clock and then a picture of a clock. And it says it's been nearly a year since we last saw King of the Monster battle it out against the former ruler of Skull Island in the highly anticipated film Godzilla vs. Kong. Fortunately, just moments ago, the official Godzilla Twitter account is now teasing at something that might be getting announced very soon. Earlier today, the official Twitter account for the popular kaiju has posted a photo of a countdown clock. You can look at the image from Godzilla's official Twitter below. I'm gonna actually follow Godzilla on
yeah,
Twitter
I
while I'm
just
at
did it.
it. I was
Uh,
like, why not?
see what he tweets
Yeah.
out. He's like, "Fuck the city, save the day." That clock makes me uncomfortable though. That's a
Yeah.
weird looking clock, man.
Yeah, it's very, very
It's like
weird, man.
military time.
Yeah. But like 2 days.
Yeah,
It's I don't know. I don't understand
and
it.
it's set at 9.
Yeah. Is that
Huh.
the ninth? We've already I don't know. I don't understand. Maybe 9:24?
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? We can sit here and deduce this shit. Um, Besides the recently posted photo above, there are currently no other details at this time. However, you can see the clock itself is actually set to 9 o'clock or even 0900 in military time, and that the numbers shown go from 1 to 24. Other fans are even speculating that the time of 9:24 is actually a date, possibly hinting at 9/24/2024. While nothing else has been confirmed yet, kaiju fans are keeping a close eye on what's to come for the Lizard King's future. Uh, is Legendary Pictures MonsterVerse moving forward with Godzilla 3. Um, so it says here that there has been no confirmation of any future films with both Legendary Pictures and Toho Studios. Following the success of the epic crossover between Godzilla and King Kong, rumors immediately began going around that a new film for Legendary Pictures, MonsterVerse, was already in development. One of these rumors even claimed that the Godzilla vs. Kong director Adam Weingard was returning to helm a new project with a rumor title of Son of Kong. Another rumor also speculated that the next film for the MonsterVerse will be introducing a whole new generation of giant monsters. Many fans are also wondering if this recent Twitter post from the official Godzilla account refers to a new project for the Eastern or Western version of Godzilla. Over the past few decades, Godzilla has appeared in many different mediums such as video games, books, merch, and comics. It could be possible that a recent photo of a countdown clock can be hinting at something unrelated to a future Godzilla film. The only recent news involving the King of the Monsters was the announcement for an official comic book crossover between Godzilla himself and the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
I'm seeing that on this Twitter.
Okay. Um,
Like they got pictures of the cover of it.
do
Like a
they?
comic book. Yeah, scroll down quite a bit, but January the 1st, they retweeted someone
Oh, I
made like
see
a
it.
comic book cover.
That's pretty cool. So I don't know what's going on with Godzilla, but he has a Twitter account apparently.
Yeah.
And he
And in
put,
November, he turned 67.
holy shit,
That's
dude.
crazy that
Yeah.
I mean, when you scroll down and look at some of these images, it's like, yeah, it's for sure that old.
Yeah, for real,
I
right?
mean, check
Yeah.
check this out.
Oh, let's peep it.
I dropped it in the under the articles.
Fucking right, dude.
That one there at the bottom in the middle. I mean, that's Baby
Yeah.
Bop, dude. That's Barney's
Yeah.
sister, you know? Look at some of these things.
I like the one in the middle, Jet Jaguar.
Yeah, motherfuckers.
He's a fucking beast.
Looks like he's wearing sunglasses.
So we'll see what happens with the King of the Monsters. You know what I mean? Like if they decide to continue after Godzilla versus Kong, I'm cool with it. Or maybe Toho wants to just start. You know, Shin Godzilla came out what 2016 maybe.
That was the
Yeah,
one that with the
2016.
fire tail. That was the
Yeah,
the Asian.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That
So
one
that
was
came,
great.
yeah. So that came out in 2016. So maybe Toho's deciding it's like, well, you know, they did they did a couple of Western Godzilla films. Let's kind of go back and reboot it
Time
and
for them
like,
to do one.
yeah,
Yeah.
like why not? You know? So hey, I'm fine with whatever. I don't care where it comes out and what language it's in. I'll watch it. It's fucking Godzilla. Fuck the city, save the day. What
Mhm.
if he was tweeting that? You know?
Yeah.
I'd be like, this dude. That'd be my forever tweet, you know?
Mhm.
Okay, so Morbius has been delayed, right? We talked about that last week, I'm pretty sure, you
Yep.
know. But have they delayed the film so that they can add Andrew Garfield Spider-Man?
Ah, that would be
Um,
cool.
yeah. So much to the disappointment of many, the upcoming Sony/Marvel outing Morbius recently suffered another delay. Merely the latest in a litany of pushbacks, could there be a hugely crowd pleasing reason for the release date change? Well, while the reason for the delay is likely to be due to the worsening of current global circumstances, some fans have theorized that instead, the time is being used to add a Marvel character who recently swung back into our lives, Andrew Garfield's Spider Man. Of course, for those who have, for those, nope. Of course, for those who have seen Spider Man No Way Home, what exactly? Oh, Andrew Garfield's Peter Parker, aka Spider Man, who led Sony's The Amazing Spider Man franchise, has been revealed to exist within the Marvel multiverse, making his surprisingly triumphant debut alongside both Tom Holland and a returning Tobey Maguire. Garfield's stellar performance in No Way Home has many fans hoping that he will be brought back for more, and Morbius could be the perfect moment to do it. Morbius' place in the Sony Venomverse and Marvel Cinematic Universe is somewhat confusing at present, with clues hinting at links between the living vampire and the likes of Sam Raimi's Spider-Man franchise, the MCU, and the Amazing Spider-Man, as well as Tom Hardy's Venom. This has, in fact, led some to believe that Morbius' first big screen outing could see him venturing into the multiverse. And while this is somewhat unlikely, it is possible that it will be used as a backdoor to bring these universes together once and for all. Um, Now that Spider Man No Way Home has reintroduced Andrew Garfield's iteration of the Marvel hero into the multiverse fray, there is no doubt that an appearance from the actor, no matter how small, would have audiences cheering. Both Marvel and Sony, who wholly dedicated to committing to the potential of a cinematic multiverse, with the latter studio foolish not to consider spawning a separate Spider-Man franchise alongside Holland's tenure and their Venom series. And then it goes into like what Morbius and all that kind of stuff is. So, I mean, there's been a lot of I haven't watched any of them, but there's been a lot of interviews here lately with Andrew Garfield and
Oh
like,
yeah.
you know, there's been a lot of rumors going around too, like bringing Venom into that universe with Andrew
Hmm.
Garfield, or having them sent to the wrong place, or what if it existed, or whatever. Like, and, there's a ton of different things that they could do, and like it would be kind of interesting, like there was a picture that was released not too long ago. I don't know if it was by Sony or Venom, like Venom's Twitter account, the official film Twitter account or whatever. But it was like, Venom 3 is a go. And it
Yeah.
was a picture. It was a picture of Venom's face and Spider Man's face, right?
Hmm.
So, I mean, that leads you to believe that it's going to build up to Spider Man and Venom
It
fighting one
does.
another. So, but he was in, like, they pulled Venom into the MCU and then they kicked him right back out of it.
Yeah, he
So,
went back into his world.
yeah, exactly. So, what Spider Man version is he going to be fighting? You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean,
Well,
if
since it's
like
Sony, it would have to be the Sony Spider-Man. So Garfield's perfect because that was a Sony movie, right?
yeah, yeah. So
And dude, like everyone, he stole
they,
the show.
yeah,
Everyone came out of that movie like Andrew Garfield,
yeah,
and it's like, yeah, remember when they tried to make Spider-Man movies with him and nobody liked them? Like,
yeah. Y'all bitched about it. Yeah,
and now everybody's like,
oh,
make another one.
yeah,
Sony's like, oh, we will.
yeah. Don't you worry. I think that would be the smart thing to do. Um, and if they're like, I don't think that they're going to drastically change Morbius to where Morbius and Spider Man fight one another or anything. But I think that if they shoot a little something, something,
Yeah, just a scene to
that
connect it and build the fucking oh shit.
yeah, exactly. Because like we don't know like what the ramifications of what they did in No
Mm-hmm.
Way Home affects all of the different universes.
Yeah.
So like, they fixed Electro and they fixed the Lizard. How is that going to change that his timeline up?
Mm-hmm.
And that would be very interesting
It might fuck
if like
everything up.
exactly. Well, and they could do it something as simple as like let's say Venom goes back. Let's say, because Venom, like Eddie Brock was in San Francisco, but like he came from New York.
Mm-hmm.
So what if like that was during some downtime or something, or I don't know, like some downtime with Spider-Man after the whole Gwen Stacy thing happened, to where like he didn't show back up and like that was the end of it. I don't know, like because Venom had never seen Spider-Man. Tom, Eddie Brock could have potentially have seen Spider-Man. You know what I mean? But Venom is the one that reacted to the television footage of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, there's a lot of different ways that they could work all that stuff in. And who knows? Like maybe they want to refilm, like redo some things to where maybe like the multiverse stuff happening is contributing to what's going on in Morpheus now. Like I
Yeah.
don't know. Like there's so much shit that they could do with it. We could sit here and speculate the whole time. But I think like if they're going to put him in Morbius, then that makes sense. And then if they're going to have the next Venom film be Venom versus Spider-Man from Venom's point of view, then that would be very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And then that would be kind of a perfect jumping off point because like I think Sony is afraid, in my opinion, to do another Andrew Garfield film
Yeah.
because like the first two, like the first two did okay. People bitched about them. It is what it is. It went away. There was a huge fan response from No Way Home. Is it something that is just like a one and done thing? Are people actually going to be excited for Andrew Garfield to come back? If you put him in another movie, especially a movie that you don't expect to do very well, like I
Yeah.
don't expect Morbius to
Exactly.
do well, yeah, then that would really gauge the fan response there.
Well, that even makes more sense to like have him in the Venom movie because
Yeah,
after the last one, I was like, ah, surely they're not gonna make another one.
I know,
And then
right?
they're like,
Yeah,
oh, we're making another one, and it's like, well, you're gonna have to do something to get people excited.
yeah,
And
because
for the love of God, don't let Andy Serkis direct it.
yeah,
I mean,
right,
he did a good job of what he did, but
yeah,
come on, man, an hour and a
yeah.
half, you know,
Maybe don't let Tom Hardy ride it.
that was like an episode,
Yeah,
like.
like
But
no
yeah, that would
offense,
get
Tom
people
Hardy.
real excited if they were like, he's fighting Spider Man
Yeah,
and it's Andrew Garfield. People would be like, oh shit, I'm going to see that.
yeah. Oh, I would go see it.
Yeah,
So
it'd be great marketing.
yeah,
And it would save the movie. I mean,
yeah, it would, and they could branch off from there. It's like, okay,
yeah.
well, what if it's in reverse? Like, what if the symbiote gets on Eddie Brock and then they fight, and then the symbiote attaches itself to Andrew Garfield, and
Hmm.
that's the standalone Spider-Man film, is him dealing with having the symbiote and like having these powers and stuff, and like the crisis that comes with that on top of the emotional loss of Gwen. I don't know.
Yeah.
They could do a lot with it. But yeah, that's all I saw that was interesting. What about you fellas? Did y'all see anything else crazy?
Not really.
I mean, it's always crazy up in this piece, you know what I mean?
I did see an article. I think I already mentioned it earlier, where the guy from Dexter was like, "I'll drop everything to do more."
Yeah.
I did see this thing where Kevin Smith wrote a Superman script for Ben Affleck.
Yeah, I
You see
saw
that
that
picture of
too.
him?
Yeah.
That would have been different.
Well,
Him
that was a
playing.
picture that I think that was a picture that was taken from that movie that he did. Hollywoodland, I think was the name of it,
Uh huh.
where he plays the actor that plays Superman.
Yeah.
But still though, like
And
I
it's
mean
the old
Kevin's
school.
oh yeah.
I don't think
The
they're
old
gonna
school.
let Kevin Smith direct a big superhero movie.
I don't think not unless like he creates a superhero,
Yeah,
which I would be okay
like
with.
Blunt Man and Chronic.
Yeah. Yeah, right. So we'll see.
I was always kind of hoping his episode of The Flash was going to be a stepping stone to something.
That episode of The Flash was
Yeah, he
great.
did a good job
It was
on
one
there.
of the it was one of the best of the season, actually.
Yeah, legit.
I wonder why he doesn't do that more. It's like, because, he didn't write that,
Yeah.
but he just directed it. And it's like, you should get
Yeah.
into doing that more. Like,
Yeah.
you know?
You're a great director. And he's a great writer, but he writes what he's good at.
Yeah, his style. And
Yeah. Which his comic stories were not bad that he wrote, but it works in comics though.
yeah.
I don't know how well it would translate. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So, but anyway. we got some fucking sweet ass
We
trailers
got some
here, guys.
trailers. Before we watch trailers, Bob Saget passed away.
Man, what the
Dude,
fuck, you know?
I just realized the next morning when I got up, we played Call of Duty the other night, and I think I remember you said it. Said something. You and Corey were talking about Bob Saget,
Yeah,
and I think you had said, and I didn't even it didn't register when you said it.
yeah,
So then I woke up the next morning, I checked Twitter, and I'm like, I see that message you shared where it's like Bob Saget from TMZ, and I look
yeah,
at it and I'm like, this was like 10 o'clock last night. And I'm like, wait a minute, they were saying he was dead.
yeah,
What?
yeah,
We got our three, man. We got Betty White, Sidney
yeah,
Poitier, and Bob
yeah,
Saget
yeah.
in the
Sad
heat of the
days,
night.
man. Yeah.
But dude, I grew up watching America's Funniest Home Video with him,
Full House.
Full House. I mean, Danny Tanner, dude.
Danny
This is
Tanner.
the dad you
Yeah,
didn't have,
yeah. And that tweet, John Stamos tweet, man,
Yeah.
that was sad shit, you know?
It's crazy because he did a show that night
Yeah,
and tweeted out, oh, he's addicted to doing comedy. He loves it. He's back, and he had a whole tour booked, and then
yeah,
went back to his hotel room and died. I'm guessing they said that it looks like there was no drugs, there's no foul play, so
yeah.
maybe he had a heart attack or something.
I think the coroner report that's could have possibly released was that he had a heart attack.
Yeah,
But
a bummer.
it is, man. But like he's like an onion. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like when you grow up with
and
Full
realize.
House.
Well, then when
Yeah,
you
and
get older, you're like, this motherfucker's dirty as fuck, like,
yeah, yeah.
because he never played that. Like,
No, not at all.
he was always
Well,
just
it's
a
like when you
goofball.
realize George Carlin was the conductor on Thomas the Train,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? That's real?
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. Real
Yeah.
weird.
You're doing
The
it all
voice.
wrong, Thomas.
Yeah. I'll make with the head. But yeah, man, it sucks. And like, he had a great career though.
Yeah.
And like, he was 65, right? Or 63 when he passed.
I mean, he
Like
got to
that.
enjoy being post famous, dude.
Well, that's what I was going to
And
say.
then come back for more,
When he was in Full House, he was like in his late 20s,
Yeah.
right? And he played a 40-year-old convincingly.
Yeah. He
You know what I
was
mean?
that
Like,
dad.
yeah.
I just looked at his thing. I was trying to see how old he was born in 1956, but 6'4". Siblings right here. Gay Saget. That's that's a
Okay.
real sibling.
Okay.
Is
I
that
wonder
a
if he's
guy
got a
or
bit. Yeah. I'm sure it's a chick, right?
yeah, it's a woman. Who names their kid Gay? That's
Is it Gaye?
no, it's Gay.
I
I'll be
mean,
right back, gentlemen.
committed to that, you know?
Huh. This
I would
says
have had to. I would have had to have fucking wrote a comedy bit about that, you know?
yeah. But yeah, he did a
But
great job. And then he was able to, he didn't get pigeonholed.
no, not at all.
And most people don't make it out of that. Like once you get real big on the show, there's very few people like shit. Michael J. Fox
Yeah.
got big on a TV show, ended up having a huge career. What's that? Robbie Williams.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mork and Mindy end up having a lot of times people get stuck
Yeah.
and just pigeonholed for the rest of their life because they played one character, and he was able. Now he really didn't do a lot of acting.
No. But I mean,
But,
dude,
he
How
was
I
doing
Met Your
comedy.
Mother.
Yeah.
He was the fucking narrator
Yeah.
for that show for 10 seasons. And you don't even think about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know that voice.
Yeah.
But yeah. Great career. Betty White, sad day, you know?
Yeah. She was
She was ready
99,
though.
but
Yeah, she was fucking
Huh.
ready as fuck.
she was ready.
Yeah. I mean,
But when they were like, Sidney Poitier died, and I'm like, he's still alive? Like,
yeah, for
I didn't
real,
even know,
right?
in the heat of the night. Like,
Yeah. I was not aware that he was still alive
yeah.
either. Yeah,
Like, oh, okay. Well,
but
Betty White and him, that makes sense.
yeah.
It's always strange when you lose somebody like,
Very left field.
yeah, dude, it was like, whoa, this 2022's off to a weird start.
Yeah. We got Flurona, we got
Yeah.
fucking Betty White, fucking Georgia wins the national championship. What the fuck's happening, you know? I'm ready for trailers though, guys. I'm ready for this first trailer because I haven't watched it yet.
Right.
Yeah, I haven't seen this one.
I like this comment. This looks awesome. Some good, wholesome fun in these dark and shitty times we live in. Can't wait.
Ready when y'all are.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, I'm leaving my comment. I'm
Having some TD.
yeah.
Some TD.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play.
It's good to hear it, you
Yeah.
know?
You gotta be tough. Damn! He got domed. Oh, I would never get in a porta potty.
No, dude. Jesus Christ.
We got our new Preston.
Yeah.
It's not.
Oh shit.
That dude looks like Mike Tyson. Mhm. Machine Gun Kelly. God damn. Oh. Mhm. You know what it looks like,
Yes,
man, is
man.
that they're going to introduce some new guys.
Yeah.
Because I saw another clip. So that fat guy's going down that slide.
Yeah.
Dude, when he gets to the end of that, he shoots off the ramp and lands on a fucking bunch of cactuses and just rolls through it. And it's like, no! Like, how much they paid you? Not enough,
Yeah, for real, right?
But it would be cool because it looks like they're introducing all these new people. And then, like, they could do another show or.
Yeah.
Because, these guys, a bunch of them got hurt making this one. I mean, they're old.
Yeah.
They can't do shit like that anymore.
But you know what they can do? They can write it.
Yeah.
And be there. That's all they gotta do,
Yeah.
man. Like if fucking Johnny Knoxville and Steve-O and fucking Pontius and them are just hanging out, just laughing, I'm okay. I don't give a fuck if it's them in the stun or not,
Yeah. When that music,
So,
dude, as soon as you hear that guitar, that riff,
Yeah,
You know
We're
you're in
back
for
in
a
high
good time,
school.
dude. Yeah.
yeah. But whenever this comes out or before it comes out, I may just do a full Jackass binge. I've got like the box set, the movies, I've got it all,
Yeah.
even the half movies,
Yeah.
Jackass 3.5 or whatever the fuck,
Yeah.
2.5. So,
I remember the first one was it was one of the first movies me and Adam collectively were hyped for back in the day.
I mean, it's Jackass, dude.
Dude, I love that. I can't remember which one it was, but that intro where they're riding in the big shopping cart
Yeah, yeah,
and they're just fucking Bam's just punching people in the fucking side of the head and it's
yeah.
in slow motion. I didn't see Wee Man.
I didn't see Wee Man either.
Like what's up with that? Like,
He might be like, nah, dude, I'm fucking half dead. I'm half man, half
yeah.
dead.
Like,
I'm three
yeah,
quarters
it's gnarly,
dead.
dude, but
Yeah.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah. So they're making a fucking Bob's Burgers movie?
I had no idea. Saw it, was like, eh.
Now didn't
I mean,
someone on that show die? Didn't somebody that done a voice on there? Like or they got fired or thought I
they got
remember Corey
fired.
talking about it.
Yeah. One of the characters, one of the voice actors got fired
Female,
for
right?
his
Yeah, I don't
maybe.
know. I don't even know why they got fired. Like,
It was about like political views or some stupid shit.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah, We can't have an opinion.
Yeah. All these
Anyway.
goddamn opinions. I
Yeah.
started
We
fucking
gotta
around
get
with
them the
opinions.
fuck out of here. We gotta get them the fuck out of here.
I'm ready to watch the
Alright.
trailer though.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play.
PG-13. They're gonna get one F-bomb.
Is this a? Oh, okay. I'm like, I got to add. Like a Burger King commercial.
Yeah.
The bottom of that spaceship was Simon Says.
All right, Bob's Burgers is getting
I
a
mean, looks like it's probably gonna be a good 90-minute episode of Bob's Burgers. Like,
yeah.
I'll give it a watch. It's a
Yeah,
funny show.
12
peep it.
seasons. I didn't know they had 12 seasons of it.
It's been going strong, man. Going strong.
Now, this next one, man, it's probably a stinker, but I don't know. I saw it, was like, I'll throw it on the pile.
I mean, it's trending number 14. I mean, we got to check this out when it comes out, right?
Do we?
I mean, if y'all podlock it, I'll have to.
I mean, I
The
wouldn't mind.
teaser we saw before didn't look too bad. I mean,
Yeah, they're doing kind of a Halloween thing
Yeah.
with it. So,
you never
So,
know,
but
man.
I'm
It might
ready.
be a banger.
Yeah, banger. David Arquette, banger.
Heard
But yeah,
that might
Like
be
an
a
Officer
screamer.
Doofy.
Yeah, I'm ready when y'all are.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play. It's a short trailer. Makes you wonder who it'll be this time. I like her.
Mm-hmm.
This franchise did wonders for that Halloween costume, though. Like,
I know, right? Shit, the
they even brought back
comes
the
out
trailer voice
soon.
guy.
Yeah, right.
But if they follow that formula, dude, it's almost like, maybe they saw Halloween and was like, wait a minute,
Yeah,
let's do it like this.
yeah.
I
It'd be
hope it's like
great.
real
Like,
bloody.
dude, I hope it's Skeet Ulrich all over again.
We'll see, man.
Nobody cares about who you are, what you did.
I'm excited for this show to come back.
I've got to catch up, man. I haven't watched anything past the first few episodes.
I haven't watched any of it yet.
It's
It's on
fucking
my
But
great.
I saw this, and I know Adam's big on it. I know a lot of other folks that
It's a really
really
good
praised
show.
the show.
Like, well, it's just cool to see something like they're superheroes, living in the real world,
They're
Yeah.
and
edgy
they're
as
like, it's
fuck.
edgy, dude. They're like, that shot of Homelander floating over the city, jerking off. He's like, "You're the fucking man. You're a fucking," and I'm like, "Whoa, you won't ever see Superman doing that, you know?"
Or maybe we will.
But he had his pants. His pants were around his ankles, and he's just floating there, And it's like,
Just whacking it.
yeah, dude,
I mean, sometimes that's what you got to do,
little
man.
ego boost.
Yeah. Sometimes I take one of the cranes at work and suspend myself on.
Yeah, pull your pants down to your ankles.
Yeah. Look at all
It's
these
called
fucking people.
it's called erotic asphyxiation, though, Griffin.
I'm not hanging.
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
I'm
I
just
mean,
dangling.
Whatever you want to call it, man.
Yeah. I'm ready for this. Let's check it out.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play.
Okay.
Oh, that dude's such a piece of shit. Of course. Pulls a condom out of its mouth. This is the kind of stuff you see in the show too, like them promoting and doing
Really?
PR. Yeah, because it's like they're
Uh,
superheroes, but they're like part of an organization. So there's PR, and
Damn.
you'll see them doing a commercial for something, and like, we gotta save the kids and all this and that. And then the guy turns around, he's like, "Fuck the kids," like. But they got to keep their numbers up.
Oh, okay. Their
You know, like
approval rating.
yeah, like their approval rate is as soon as he starts to get the lowest approval rates on the show, and they're like, we
Yeah.
gotta like get rid of you for a little bit. And he's like, what? Like get rid of me? Yeah, just for a little bit.
I mean,
He gets
sometimes.
canceled.
Did he Weinstein somebody?
Yes,
Did he really?
yes,
Holy shit!
many somebodies.
Okay. Oh. Well,
It goes there, dude.
okay. I might have to check that out. Some fucking Amazon titties. Is there some Amazon titties on there?
Yeah, it's rated R.
Oh, sold American.
Yeah. Here we
I
go.
bet. Is this the Fresh Prince?
This is the Fresh Prince movie. Remember they made that fake trailer.
Yeah,
Will
yeah.
Smith saw it and was like, "We're gonna get this made."
Hell
Here
yeah.
it comes.
Let's peep it, dude.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play. Peacock. Hmm. Check Jeffrey out. Who's Carlton? Short. I mean, never thought I'd see the theme song play out like that.
Yeah.
Couple guys up to no good, you know.
Yeah.
I'd make a trouble in my neighborhood. Oh, so these are all rich kids. He's not
Yeah.
as popular as he was in the show. So it's just full on drama. Oh, and it's a series. I thought it was gonna be a movie.
That shit looks serious as fuck.
Yeah.
Damn. All
They
right.
could never
They told
replace
Jack
Uncle
that
Phil.
they told Jazzy Jeff to stay home on that one.
Yeah, right. Super pumped. The battle for Uber.
I think in this movie he plays the CEO of Uber,
I mean,
which I could be wrong. We'll know from the trailer, but I think he's a piece of shit.
We're street
I'm-
drummer #1. Other
well, shit. Let's peep it.
All right.
Uber.
3, 2, 1, play. called Lyft. I didn't know there was so much drama behind Uber.
I know.
I'm getting like
It's a
social
series.
networking vibes.
Yeah. It's a series, man. What the fuck? What the fuck? All right, all of us are dead.
Ooh, it's a
School's
foreign.
out for the students are trapped at Yosen High. Let's fucking check this out. This is Netflix too. Sign me up.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play. Damn. Whoa! They just folded that bitch. This looks intense. All right. Definitely got the budget.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of on board for it.
Yeah, yeah. Your DT dub.
I mean, I've been waiting for something to get me interested in zombies again. Army
Yeah.
of the Dead almost had it, but it was still almost too much by the books. This looks by the books, but with like cool perspectives and
Yeah.
shit. Those shots is probably what's gonna keep me like
Yeah, it looks
invested
good.
in it.
Like, y'all, I don't know what the fuck this is.
Big bug. Let's fucking
Something else that's coming to Netflix, but you'll
let's
see.
let's peep it, man. Is it a foreign? Only reason I ask is because it's got Jean Pierre in it. Jean Pierre
I don't know
Jeunet.
what this is. I saw the trailer and was like, huh? Yeah.
Do
Hold on
what?
here. Yeah. They what now? All right. 3, 2, 1, play.
Mm. City of Lost Children. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be French. I, just because of the director, I want to watch that. You
Yeah.
know?
This looks odd.
Yeah. Looks good though.
Mm-hmm.
Archive 81. Archive.
All
I'm
right.
ready when y'all are.
3, 2, 1, play. Of the Netflix.
Oh, is this the Ring sequel?
Mhm. Well, that was cool. Nah, dude, you slipping.
Out of nowhere. Bitch, you guessed it.
That guy he met at the beginning that's making the archive. I bet he's part of
Mm.
that group.
Oh yeah. I'm sure this is some kind of like ritual thing where they have to like, you know, get this presence to come out so that they can sacrifice this dude,
Yeah.
Yeah.
called
Thanks,
it.
thanks for restoring the footage. The moment has been prepared. Probably gonna hear a lot of organs at some point.
I mean, you know.
Zoe Kravitz?
Yeah, what's this Kimmy about?
I don't know.
Itty bitty beachy.
Yeah,
Let's
ready?
fucking let's peep it.
3, 2, 1, play. Oh. Alexa. Oh. She's making her own archive. Don't trust them. Mm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, sure.
It kind of looks like that other movie.
Yeah, it does.
But
I
with a
don't know.
chick in it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
with Zay in it, dude.
Are you gonna go my way?
We got another fucking Uma Thurman trailer here. Suspicion.
All right.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, play.
UK. Natalie Ton. Isn't it?
She doesn't look like herself.
No.
CCTV, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
I don't know what's happening here. That dude will always be Truman's best friend.
Yawn.
There's a lot of like we're watching and listening shit going on tonight, ain't they?
Yeah. A lot of Big Brother.
Like an uncomfortable amount. I'm fixing to go unplug all my Googles.
Yeah.
Throw them in the yard.
They're definitely
Fuck it.
listening.
I know. They can listen to this fucking whack, whack, whack,
Yeah.
whack. Get out. Wolf like me.
Josh Gad.
Okay.
I've seen him in something for a while.
Yeah. Let's see what we
All
got going
right.
on with this piece.
3, 2, 1, play. Rated MA. Murder. You just give her a Carl Sagan book.
Yeah.
Who's this woman?
She was in Wedding Crashers.
And then just runs off. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like what? It said it was rated M for mature audience.
Yeah. Well, she had him in a fucking box at the end, so maybe she's, hey, yo, crazy bitch.
She gonna go full misery on him?
Yeah, I think so.
This reminded me when I saw this like thumbnail, I was like, was this like a cliffhanger?
Yeah. Living on the ledge. You
You
can't.
can't tell him from far.
Let's fucking peep it, dude.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play. Yeah. Oh,
It's going to be one of these movies.
Oh, oh, now we know why it's called the ledge. What?
I thought this was gonna be a movie about rock climbing. Oh, it is.
One woman's race to the top of the ledge.
He's like, I don't need a weapon.
It's like Ninja Warrior the movie. I'm gonna climb Mount Midoriyama even if I have to kill for it.
Just cut the rope.
Never let go. Proceeds to show a bunch of people falling.
Whoa.
I think we should pot like that, guys. It doesn't look that bad, right?
You're funny, Griffin.
We got Pursuit, John Cusack.
The Pursuit of Loneliness.
Yeah, right. I'm ready.
Rated R. All right, 3, 2, 1, play.
Gonna be like, come on, John, you hadn't wrote a good book in years. What are you doing with your life?
I'll knew it. He's a hacker. Damn, he's hacking cocaine. I thought it was him. The face tattoo's a little much.
Yeah.
The Fast and Furious treatment's a little too much. Did you see that dude just plank on his way
Yeah.
down?
This
That
is
was
like an
funny.
80s movie.
It does.
This song is epic.
You should have never bought me. Never mind. You should have never bought me fiber optic, Dad.
Yeah. This is what happens when you get good internet.
You should have kept me on dial up where I belonged.
I mean, we might have to fucking do that as well.
Motherfucker behind him going full pure moods. It's like it.
I love what just starts playing after that trailer. Minority Report.
I want to recut the old Terminator Salvation trailer with that song playing, and you just hear John Connor being like, "We are dead. We are all dead." Last survivors.
Yeah.
All right.
Official selection Arrow Video Fright Fest. Okay.
Fright Fest.
Heard it.
All right. 3, 2, 1, play.
Mark Famiglietti. Wait, are we getting New Blood the movie?
Mhm. The dad looks like an older Harrison.
You better be ready to fight Krampus every goddamn year.
You need some outside medicine.
Hmm.
Oh, he's been lying to
It's
him.
plentiful and full of pussy, Dad.
She touched my pee-pee.
And she showed me her boobies, and I liked them
Alicia
too.
Silverstone? I like them too.
We told you they were coming for your guns.
Oh,
Not too shabby.
Here before.
Here before. I can watch this psychological thriller on a slow night. That's the top comment. Okay.
thumbs up.
Yeah. Right. What do they mean? I'm ready.
That one girl, all caps. American Dan Stan. When does this drop?
Yeah.
That's what it was made for. All right, 3, 2, 1, play.
Even films.
So is she gonna think that that's her daughter?
I think
That's
so.
creepy.
Yeah.
Why you use the proper cutlery, bitch?
Yeah.
You pulling me out of school to go get Klondike bars. Why, Mum?
Bitch is crazy.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's one of those I stole your baby type of movies.
Stole my baby.
I saw that baby and I just said, I can't have this baby, so I'm gonna take his baby.
They got the full trailer now.
Fucking right.
Dude, Sebastian
Hell yeah.
Stan looks so funny in this. Like,
JVC Kaboom Box, bro.
I'm ready whenever you guys are.
all right, 3, 2, 1, play. She looks hotter than Pamela Anderson. Like,
Yeah.
check him out, dude.
I hope they do. Like it says, I Tanya. I hope we get some moments where they like break the fourth wall.
A safe. You know, I didn't think I needed a movie about Tanya.
Yeah.
I mean,
And it was a
it
fucking
was a banger,
banger.
dude.
I mean, I kind of want to check it out, you know?
Is that it's on Hulu. Is that a series?
Yep.
Okay.
Said series premiere.
I meant to bring this
Drama-
up earlier when we were talking about news, but Academy Awards this year
Yes.
will not be televised.
The revolution will not be
Yeah.
televised.
It won't be live streamed. It won't be televised. So they're just gonna get together
and drink and,
and
smoke.
give each other awards and not. Why are they not? Now the article I read that was said Hollywood is dying. That's what it said. I mean, this is the first time that never been televised. That's weird, right? Like,
Yeah. I don't know, man.
well, I remember last year the ratings were like terrible.
Yeah.
So I think that's what one of the comments said. It's like, oh, so you know the whole thing is not going to be televised. It was like, oh, so their ratings from last year will match this year.
Yeah,
Because nobody watched
right.
it. But yeah, what we gonna watch next week? What we going? Wasn't the Eternals?
When does it come out?
It comes
Let's
out this
see.
week.
Does it?
I think.
The Eternals. Let's see.
You have to put in Disney Plus release.
January the 12th. So it'll be tomorrow.
Yeah, that was it.
Okay.
Thought I
Yeah, I
remembered that from the
guess.
last episode.
I mean, I'm ready to talk about this movie with you guys, you
I'm
know?
ready to see it.
I mean, after coming off of the fucking bangers of like
The bangers of MASH?
Spider-Man, yeah, Spider-Man, fucking
Yeah, I mean,
Ghostbusters. We had a dud in there. What was that fucking Adam McKay movie? But
Don't Look Up.
yeah, but we'll see. I'm gonna make a real estate prediction. I'm gonna predict 1.5 stars.
All right.
That's all I'm predicting.
So we'll do that and Boba Fett. When did those episodes of Boba Fett come out? Is it
Uh,
Wednesdays or? I think it is because Trav, last week you were like, the new episode will be out tomorrow.
let's
So
see.
I think it's
Is that one
Wednesdays.
says there's two? Yeah, I'm ready. John Favreau, dude.
John Favreau. Oh yeah, he directed.
Yeah, he wrote it.
It was good though,
Wow.
man. Like I said, when I got to that second episode, I was like, all right, I'm in. Like,
Yeah.
because
I
at
wonder
first
when
I'm like, what are we doing here? Like,
You think Mando will show up in the first season?
might get a little flashback or something. He's having a lot of
So
flashbacks, ain't he?
I've seen and heard rumors that possibly we're going to see Han, Luke, and
Ooh.
Leia all on screen
Ooh.
at the same time
Don't do it
in
like
Boba
that.
Fett.
Okay.
What
If
about
that
that
is for
fucking
real,
Wookiee?
I apologize for the spoilers, but that's the rumor on the street right now.
Did that Wookiee
That
have a
Wookiee?
name?
Yeah, badass.
Motherfucker looked mean, didn't he?
Yeah.
He's from some sort of part of the expanded universe
Yeah, he was
canon that they
trending
brought
after that
in.
episode. Like people were talking about
Yeah,
like they were excited that they showed him.
yeah, like he's a deep cut.
He looked cool.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, Chewbacca. And then I saw his face. I was like, that's not Chewbacca.
He's
That's a pissed
angry.
off Shih Tzu.
And
You
I
know?
think
yeah.
with the exception of maybe some light CGI work, I believe the Fett twins were all practical.
I think almost everything in the show they said they're going practical. Like, yeah. I think those were
I mean,
too.
I'm fine with that, you know.
I think that's the article I saw.
Yeah.
It was even those were I mean it looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooga waga's a
That was
wawa.
funny when they come up.
Yeah, he's like, my sister's not impressed. And Boba's like, fuck your sister,
Yeah.
dude.
I'll fucking kill both of you.
Yeah, right now, and eat you, you know?
Yeah.
gonna fucking-
Ikasatoba.
Yeah, wait till I dig this hole to fucking
Yeah.
smoke that body.
Hang
in.
on, let me get a
You
bottle
got
of water.
chaka my caca solo, you know?
He looks rough as fuck in that desert, though, don't he? He's
Yeah.
all chapped, fucking scarred
peeling.
up. Yeah, dude. The whole time
mean,
I'm
How did he get
watching, I'm
burnt?
like,
Like that shit on his back. How'd that happen?
I mean, I think it was from the fight in Return of the
Okay.
Jedi, right?
Oh,
Maybe.
he's a beat up piece of meat, dude.
Yeah. Wachawa.
But yeah.
Yeah. So Eternals next week, Boba Fett, Book of Boba.
Check some
I'm